I'm Rebecca Charlene Hales. I go by Becca, and this is my 2020 senior interview.
Alright, when is your birthday and how old are you?
I am 18 years old, and my birthday is in October on the 20th.
What city and state do you live in?
I live in Spanish Fork, Utah. Yeah.
How long have you lived here?
I lived in Spanish Fork my whole life.
How many siblings do you have and where do you lie in them?
So there's 4 of us, and I am the second oldest.
Why are you doing this interview?
Cassidy told me to.
What is your favorite class you took in high school?
Choir, hands down.
Have you ever missed junior high?
Junior high was just not, it wasn't my favorite time.
Who is your favorite teacher?
I guess some of my favorite teachers would either have to be Mr. Reimer or Mr. Minor.
What is the longest amount of time you have spent at the school in a day?
Well, so I had early morning seminary at 6:20 a.m. and then on like concert days and rehearsal days we had to be at the school till like 9 or 10 at night, so I guess, yeah.
Have you ever been to a school musical or play? If so, which was your favorite?
Yeah, so I had a couple. I really liked the Drowsy Chaperone. That one was funny. It was a good one. And then some of the plays I really liked, And Then There Were None, and Three Musketeers, because I knew the storylines before, and it was fun to see like my friends like play and act.
Have you ever wanted to perform at one of the talent shows? If so, what would you do?
So I haven't really like wanted to, but I've like thought about it. One of my friends one time, she wanted me and this other girl to perform Bohemian Rhapsody. It was like this 3-part harmony thing, and we're like, how are we gonna pull this off? And you know, of course we didn't, because we couldn't find the music. But if I didn't do that, I'd probably like sing and play the piano or something like that.
How do you get to school every day?
I drive myself.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your driver's ed experience with Mr. Hire?
Oh, driver's ed with Mr. Hire, straight 10 out of 10. I took driver's ed with Valerie Teasdale, and we were range partners, and during the range part of the class, we would just have our windows rolled down, like screaming the lyrics to songs, even though we weren't supposed to have the radio on, so we, you know, of course make our own music. And we just entertained Mr. Hire so much. It was so funny.
What has been your funnest dance day date, and what did you do?
I think one of the funnest was Last Chance junior year, so last year, and we did paint twisters, so we like mixed paint and shaving cream, and you know, it was twister at first, but of course after like one move, everyone's like just covered in paint and shaving cream, so it's fun.
What is the best... Oh, sorry about that. What has your favorite dance been?
I don't think I could pick one dance, but I guess some of my favorite, junior homecoming, junior Sadie's, junior prom, and junior last chance, and then also homecoming this year, so senior homecoming. So fun.
What is the best part about going to a dance?
I guess there are like multiple parts, and I think honestly for each dance it's just like a bit different, because like I've gone to some dances with some of my best friends, and so that has been so fun for me, like just having them as my date, and then like getting ready is sometimes so fun but stressful, I guess. And then at the dance, of course, because our friends definitely know how to dance and party, so yes.
What is the best trip you took in high school?
I guess some of the best trips. Choir tour junior year was so much fun. I went to California and I went to like Disneyland and Universal Studios. And then I went to Costa Rica over the summer, and like I've never been out of the country, so that was like, wow, like this is crazy. It was so cool. And also going to DC, that was a heck of an experience. And that was pretty cool.
What food got you through high school?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Chick-fil-A, of course, number one. Always got that Chick-fil-A. And And then also, I guess, In-N-Out, you know, gotta have that. And then Dino Nuggets and Mott's on a daily basis, I guess.
Have you ever true eagled?
No.
Have you ever streaked the field?
No.
How many people did you kiss in high school?
0.
What time were you happiest in happiest? What time were you happiest in high school?
I don't think there was one moment when I was like, yes, this is my happiest moment in high school, but I definitely think some of my happiest moments were when I was surrounded by, like, my friends, just because of, like, either choir stuff or other, like, social interactions we do. I don't know, just, like, hanging out with them because they're just, like, the good vibes.
What is your favorite memory from senior year?
Senior year. One of them was when I went to DC. That was so good. And then also, Carols and Confections was pretty amazing. So,
what is your favorite memory from all of high school?
Yeah, that's my favorite memories. I don't think there's just one I can pick, but yeah, most of them are just choir related, of course. Wow, you can tell I'm a choir nerd. Or just with my friends because my friend group is so close. So,
how do you feel about school being canceled due to Corona?
I'm high-key depressed. I think it definitely is like a really really big challenge for me, just because I was involved in my school activities, and so that is hard to have them be cut short.
How has quarantine affected your mental health?
I don't think it's like affected it too much. I try not to think about being quarantined. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm home for the day, you know, whatever. But I've just tried to, you know, not let it affect it, because I think if it does, I might not be able to stop it.
What have you been doing with your time during quarantine?
I've been working, so that's nice. I still have a job. I've been reading a lot. I've started like 5 books. So rip me, because I still have to finish all of them, and they're like series, so that's gonna take me forever. I've taken up painting, even though I've never taken art class in my life. But that has been fun to paint. I enjoy it, and it just like makes me calm and stuff. And then also just like playing whatever. I play like piano, ukulele, or like singing and stuff, so that's fun.
How hard is online school for you?
It's hard just because I have no motivation to do it. I think it would, I think if I had motivation, it definitely wouldn't be that bad, because the homework isn't bad at all. It's just like getting to do it is like the hard part.
Does school cause you a lot of stress?
I think it definitely is like probably one of my top stresses. I don't think that it's like too stressful, but definitely with like the harder classes that I have been taking, it is definitely a stress just even past them sometimes. So,
how has school affected your anxiety?
I don't think it has affected it. Well, actually, like, kind of has. Like, I guess last year I was like sitting in psychology, right? And like the hypnotist man came and he was doing something with our class, and I literally just like had like an anxiety attack like right in class, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never had this before. And I guess I was just kind of overwhelmed with like the classes I was taking at the time. So I guess that kind of spurred my anxiety attack, I guess you could say. But I haven't really had any problems with my anxiety because I don't really have any, but yeah.
What was the hardest part of high school or during high school?
I guess one of the hardest parts, well, 2 things, I guess. So one thing was homework, definitely. Because depending on what classes you take, like sometimes you're just like thrown like 50 assignments in a day, and you're just like, what? Like, like what just happened? So that's kind of difficult. And then also, Just like, sometimes you just have those down days and you just go to school like not really knowing if someone's gonna be there to cheer you up in the end. And I think that's like something hard that like I've been through, like some days, not all days, but some days that does happen.
Oh, I forgot where I was. Sorry, I was listening to you. On a scale from 1 to 10, how depressed did high school make you?
It didn't make me depressed at all. Like a 1 or 2 maybe, because I was like depressed about my homework. But like I really enjoyed my high school experience. So,
what is one skill you learned during high school that has really benefited you?
I guess a skill that has benefited me is just like learning how to talk to people even when you don't really know who they are, because I think that's something that's really important to learn. And just with each of my classes, like not knowing everybody in there, just being able to like approach someone and carry on a conversation without actually like being friends with them at first. And also like getting to school in 2 minutes, like that's a good skill.
Did your friends help you get through high school?
Yes, 100%. Like earlier, like I said, like on those days that I was like feeling down and like not knowing if when I got to school, like people would even like notice if I was feeling down, like every single time that I was feeling down, my friends were like, oh my gosh, like what's wrong? And I didn't even think that they could like even see that something was wrong with me, but they were just like, yeah, like what's wrong, Becca? Like, oh my gosh. And I was like, what? I was like, is it written on my forehead that I'm sad? I don't know. And even if they didn't even know that I was sad, they just like knew how to cheer me up.
Do you think your friends changed a lot during high school?
Yes and no. I've had the same friend group all through high school, so that has been a blessing in my life. But I've also added newer ones, so that's been awesome.
Who is a person who really changed you during high school?
I guess one of my close guy friends, he, I guess like not really like changed me, but he's influenced me a lot. Just in the way that he is just so kind to other people and willing to do anything for anyone else first before he does it for himself. And just teaches me how to, I don't know, just like manage my priorities. And if you are passionate about something, then you should work hard for it.
What is one of the most inspiring things a teacher has said to you?
I don't know if I can think of an exact quote, but I know Mr. Reimer and Mr. Miner have been some of the most influential teachers in high school. So,
what is some advice you would give to the freshmen coming into high school?
Some advice I would give, get a job as soon as you can, but don't overwork yourself, because working is not gonna be like good memories. Like looking back, you're not gonna look back and be like, oh yeah, I'm so glad I worked in high school. Like yeah, you're gonna save up money, but you are gonna always have time to save up money. Like you're never gonna have those times with your friends again to do all that fun stuff. Like I know for me, like choir, like I had so much fun in choir with my friends, and also just with any other school activities or clubs, you join. Like you're never gonna get that time back, and you want that time with your friends and with your peers in high school rather than just working the entire time.
If you could give your freshman self advice, what would it be?
I would give myself advice. I would say don't be afraid of who you want to be, because I think as a freshman I was nervous that people were going to judge me for having, like big goals and ambitions, because I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know if I can accomplish those. But like for me, in junior high, so my sister's friend, he was a chamber singer actually, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that was the top choir in high school, like I want to be in that choir. And so, I tried out for it my junior year, and I didn't make it, but I made like concert in Sorrel, and I absolutely loved that. Like it was so much fun. And then my senior year, I tried out again, and I made it. So I think that is just a big lesson to me that, you know, if you really want something and are passionate about it, like, don't be afraid to go for it, because you will get help along the way.
What are 3 words you would use to describe your sophomore self?
Wait, sophomore or freshman?
You can do either.
Okay. I guess just younger me, a few years back. I was a little afraid. I was a goody-goody, and I was actually decisive, younger me.
What are 3 words you would use to describe yourself now?
3 words to describe myself now. I'm more indecisive now. I think I'm much more confident, and I think I'm more like adventurous and spontaneous than I was like past self.
Why do you think you're more indecisive now?
Just because I think so many more choices were like thrown at me that I was like, wait, like this is weird. Like I've never had to make this many choices in my life, and I think, I mean, like, even though I'm more confident, I think like I'm scared of picking the wrong choice, because, you know, those choices we make now, like so many choices, it can lead us down so many different paths. And so just like picking the right path that you want to lead your life into, I think, is sometimes scary because you don't know what's around the bend.
What are your plans after high school?
So it kind of took me a long time to decide, but I think what I want to do is go to a semester of college first, and then leave on my mission, leave on an LDS mission, and then, you know, come back and go to college again at BYU.
What is one thing you want to accomplish after high school?
I definitely want to graduate college with a degree. I'm not sure what yet, but I know I want to do that. And also, I really want to start my own family. I want to marry my best friend, and I want to have little me's. I think they're so cute.
What do you want to be when you're older?
I don't know exactly what I want to be. I don't really have a career that I'm like, yes, I want to do this. But I absolutely love working with people, and so I think it'd be so fun to either, even though I really never thought about it, but like I think teaching would be fun, working like with kids or something like that, or something in therapy, because psychology is so cool to me. Or also being a photographer, because I get to interact with people and do something I love.
Who do you want to be after high school?
That one's a hard one. After high school, I just want to be someone that people look up to, because I think a lot of times people just get lost along their way, and I just want to be there for the people, you know, who are confused and maybe are just like feeling down about themselves or something like that. I just want to be an example to them, and, you know, like serve others, because I don't know, just like seeing people that are sad makes me sad. So I just want to be the best I can be for them.
What is one last message you want people to know?
One last message, I would say, again, just like don't be afraid of, you know, who you are and who you want to be, because if it's the right time, then things will happen to make what you want happen. And, you know, if you're really passionate about something and really want something to happen, that's good. Like, you'll get help. You'll get help, and, you know, like, it'll happen because there's a plan laid out for you. Like, I don't know, at least I'm a firm believer of that. So I guess, like, don't worry if, like, you don't know too much right now, because, like, you'll know later.
Alrighty, and lastly, how did this interview make you feel?
I either wanted to scream or cry or laugh. So, I don't know. Either.
You did lots of laughing.
Alright, well, yeah, I'm Becca Hales, and this is the end of my senior 2020 interview video.